Hi, it's Wednesday, Q&A Wednesday. This is Melissa Fillmore. I am going live. I'm here at Fit For Me Gym in Kennewick, Washington. Super exciting. They just had a move and they have a great facility. It's awesome, way more space. It's kind of fun to have an all-women's gym just because you don't have any of that intimidation, especially this time of year. All the guys over in the corner going, I can lift some weights. So it's a great space. They totally support each other here. I think it's awesome. New facility on Clearwater. Yeah, super excited. Carrie Smith is the owner, and we've got some great things coming up here in the new year here. We're going to be starting a Build a Booty class, Build a Booty workshop here in a couple of weeks, along with some group coaching. Now, just really quick, I wanted to address the group coaching. I've had a lot of people that are asking about that. It is not group training. I have to admit, it is not the exercise portion of what we're doing. I struggle with classes on that one just because I individualize everything so much. It's difficult to do personal training with a big group of people. You won't catch me at a Zumba class. We've talked about that. I'm such a dork. I can't keep up. I have two left feet. I can feel the rhythm. I think I'm doing well, but for some odd reason, I seem to trip over myself. So it is the educational portion of it, the motivational portion of it. The group coaching is just that. I am coaching you towards your goals. We can still individualize it. We're just doing it in a setting where I can actually involve more people. As of tomorrow, I'm at my client limit for personal training individually. So hopefully I'm able to work with more people this way. I really wanted a way to be able to kind of spread myself a little bit further and help more people. I love what I do. So the group training has two options. It starts this Sunday at 5 p.m. at the Kennewick Fit For Me Gym. Again, that one's an all-women option. You don't have to be a member here, but come prepared to, we'll let you in and it'll be great. It'll be training. We're going to do weight measurements because I want everybody to be accountable and be able to track what they're trying to accomplish, and also come with your goals for the year. I'm not a big fan of New Year's resolutions, but you know what? It is a great time to get started and kind of renew yourself and be excited, and the options are there. The gym memberships are open and available. All of the gear and things at the stores are all on sale. So it is a great time to jump in and get started. But anyway, the other option, because I know I have some guys that are interested in the coaching, the other option will be on starting this Monday at the Max Muscle store. That one is at 6 p.m. The space is really limited. There's not a lot of space there, but the owner has graciously, he's just my buddy, has graciously allowed us to use the space there. So got a couple of options. We will also be doing weight measurements there. So every week we'll do some weight measurements. We'll keep track of everybody. You'll make sure that you're making progress, and then we'll do a little bit of education and some motivation, and you'll find a group of people that are supporting and cheering for you. So it's going to be really excited. This is my first, I am an educator, so I'm super excited about that, but it's my first step into working with multiple people, not on stage. This is not competition. I already got that going on. This is people that just want some real goals and want it to last and be sustainable. So hi everybody. I see all my buddies that are joining. Got Angie and Ronnie and Lupe. Hello everybody. We are talking today, Q&A Wednesday. I'm gonna admit, I heard this commercial, and I can't remember if I was just listening to the TV or if I heard it on the radio, but I roll my eyes as to all these stupid things that come out this time of year that have to do with health and fitness, because they're just dumb. I'm sorry, come on. If it is too good to be true, if it sounds too good to be true, hello people, it is. So the one that I heard was on belly bloat. It's not fat, it's just belly bloat. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to tell the difference. Because I'm sorry, first of all, there's just no one miracle product that's going to take care of belly bloat. And there is a way to tell whether or not it is belly fat or belly bloat. So let's talk about this really quick. Unless anybody has any other questions, because this is Q&A Wednesday, I love answering questions. So if it pops up there, we'll address it. But first of all, not everybody holds fat in their abdominal region. So keep in mind that not everybody has belly fat. It tends to be, especially men, that is an area that their body tends to retain body fat. And for women, most of us are one or the other. I know there's more breakdown, but most of us are either apples or we're pears. We tend to hold the fat in either our abdomen region, which we'd call an apple, or we tend to hold it in our hips and thighs, which we would call a pear. So keep that in mind that not everybody holds it there. So the difference between belly fat and bloat, Most of us know how that feels. Belly bloat might not always be a distended or extended stomach, but for the most part, it's going to feel that way, like you've eaten too much, or you've eaten something that's given you a little bit of excess gas in the abdominal region. You will feel that way. You will feel distended, and you will not be able to grab anything. It will actually, inside your stomach, will push, or in your intestines, it will actually push out, and you will feel distended or extended in your abdominal region. For belly fat, if you can pinch it, it's belly fat. Now, again, let me back up for just a second and say there is a difference between visceral fat and subcutaneous fat. Subcutaneous fat is primarily what we're talking about. That is the body fat that's just under the skin. You know, especially for women that do carry the fat in their hips and their thighs, it's predominantly subcutaneous. That's partially why you see the cellulite. It's because it's pushing right against the edge of the skin. You can actually see the dimpled effect. Visceral fat or brown fat is the fat that actually goes in and kind of surrounds the organs. There is a portion of fat that your body needs in order to safeguard your organs, but for the most part, most people end up having way too much brown fat or visceral fat. That is the dangerous fat. That is the fat that actually goes towards creating health issues such as diabetes, heart disease. Brown fats, the visceral fat's the bad fat. So I've actually worked with people, especially guys, who end up having a very, very tight belly, abdomen region. That's a little bit scary because that is the fact that the visceral fat is actually going out and beyond the organs. So keep that in mind. Okay, so back to being bloated. Again, most of us know the difference between being bloated and having body fat. There is no pill that's going to just take care of abdominal belly fat. There's just no pill. Even fat burners, unless you are eating extremely clean, fat burners are not going to take care of you're not going to burn enough to take care of body fat. You have to be really, really on the ball. And not only that, you cannot target belly fat. You don't get to choose. Your body actually decides where you burn the fat from. So there is no such thing as spot reduction. You can't. You can do exercises. You can actually help build the muscle and tighten the area to a certain degree, but you cannot burn fat out of a certain area and choose. So that would be nice, because I would burn the fat from my hips and thigh area first. That's my weakness. That's where I hold my fat. But you can't do that. Your body burns fat from the inside out. It also decides, depending on your DNA, where it comes off of first. So keep in mind that you may have to work out for a while in the form of cardio and building muscle in order to burn the fat in the area that you tend to hold on to it. So belly fat wise, unfortunately, it's usually one of the last places for it to really have a significant effect. Keep in mind, like I said, it's going to do it at its own pace. So I just want to take a quick minute, and I see lots of lovely people that I know. Hi, Colby. Hi, Amy. Even my honey's jumped on there, Craig. So yeah, if you think that some of these companies that are promoting some of these products that are, hey, it's just bloat, just do this. There are some things that do help with the bloat and extended stomach, but they're things that you can do pretty simply, and you don't have to actually purchase crazy products and expensive products. Everything from utilizing apple cider vinegar to using a good probiotic. Different things cause belly bloat. Sometimes it's just excess fiber or eating too many carbs that your body's not used to. Even to things like eating too quickly so that you swallow excess air as you're tending to eat. Now, that being said, if you have any certain issues that aren't explainable, I know this is TMI, but excess diarrhea, some issues with bowel movements, you may need to talk to your doctor. That is not necessarily a normal issue that people have. So keep in mind, it doesn't ever hurt to check in with your doctor and see if it's something that might be a little more extensive. But does that make sense? Did I answer the question on whether or not belly bloat or fat is the problem? If you're really struggling to tell which one is the problem, you might check in with your medical provider, or also a knowledgeable personal trainer or nutritionist. They might be able to help you a little bit more with that. So we can also do a fat pinch test. That'll tell you a little bit more about whether or not that is fat or belly bloat. So keep that in mind. And I'm seeing some great people pop on. People I haven't even seen and talked to for quite a while. By the way, congratulations, Julie, on becoming becoming a local police officer. That's pretty exciting. So the cool people that I know, it's pretty awesome. But I think that I've answered all of my questions from today. Let me just really quick, because it is the new year and because everybody is super excited about their New Year's resolutions and their goals. I'm very aware that as a country, we tend to be a little bit impatient to see results. If I could ask one thing of everybody, especially this time of the year where, we've got some great, amazing goals, please be patient with yourself. We talk about belly fat and how your body chooses to burn the fat from the inside out. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. Also remember that for most of us, it didn't take us 2, 3, 4 weeks to put it on. Why would you think that it would disappear in that amount of time? Give yourself time. Make sure that you're doing what it takes and that you're being consistent with your goals. And do it across the board. Make sure you're getting that cardio in. Make sure that you're doing some strength training. You know that new muscle is a natural fat burner. So keep that in mind. Also, your nutrition is going to have a huge amount to do with whether or not you're seeing success. When they say abs are made in the kitchen, they're not kidding. So those things across the board, plus make sure that you get plenty of rest and really work on reducing your stress, are going to be the biggest forms of supporting you in your goals and seeing some success. So super exciting there. Hi, Annie. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen Annie in forever, so I love you guys. But if anybody has any questions, I use your questions. I use questions from my current clients to help me, fuel Q&A Wednesday. I love it. I love talking to everybody. I do feel like a big dork sometimes, but that's just me. I've been called quirky. I think I'm over it. I think I'm okay with that. But I use that so that hopefully all the garbage and the things that you hear, especially this time of year, on social media and on TV. My favorite is those pre-made meals. Not your friend, guys. Let's just eat clean. I understand convenience. Just be prepared. It's just not, the things that you see on TV are not always correct. And what you hear or see on the internet is not always true. These days with social media, everybody's an expert. That doesn't mean they know what the heck they're talking about. So keep that in mind. But if I don't have any other questions, by the way, yes, I saw all the information on Kangen water. I'm going to have to do some more research on that. I've heard a little bit, but I must admit that is not something that I know enough about to talk about today. But I will do some research on that because that's how I roll. I like to have some knowledge on that. But have an incredible week, guys. It's the first week of January. We have such a great year to look forward to. No matter what's going on in your life, there's always some blessings coming along. We got to look at those things and support and cheer for each other. And just know that I'm here for you. I'm your biggest fan and your biggest cheerleader. So I hope you guys have an incredible evening. And until next Wednesday, keep it real and let's be healthy ever after.